And then we'll say, Scott, you're up.
I'm a road warrior. On the Fury Road I drive. We're drawing. Mad Max tonight. Mad Max tonight. Mad Max tonight.
All right. So, Scott, have you seen the new movie, the Furiosa? So, Drew is the only one in the room that has seen Furiosa, so this should be fun.
Yes. Well, is it a Mad Max or is it Furiosa? Because I haven't seen Mad Max either. So
it's all Mad Max. I've seen all the Mad Maxes except for Furiosa. So I always like the visuals, except for Jason and I were talking about the very first Mad Max. You know, I was saying that looked like it was made for about $20.
Actually,
yeah, it seemed like it.
I think it was made for. I mean, I know $20 is like a joke. I think it was made for less than $1 million, and
I would believe that for sure.
And I think it made like, I don't know, something crazy. Like I want to say something like 10 million or something. Like it was like the amount of money that they spent to make it and the amount of money that it earned. It was like a no-brainer that they had to make a sequel. But it was like, and it's not like it's the first Australian movie, but it was like the first Australian movie to like go beyond Australia. It like, I don't know, it was just, it sort of made like people think, oh, they know how to make movies in Australia, like they didn't, it wasn't something I think that anybody had even ever considered,
Right.
And George Miller, the director, he had just finished medical school. Like he was technically a doctor when he made Mad Max.
Wow. He was going to make a Justice League in 2007.
John's here.
Hey,
no camera, John.
Yeah, I'm gonna be working on something else tonight. So.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. I'm prepping stuff for Hawaii.
See what you started, Scott?
Sorry.
I don't know. Like when they put Mad Max out in America, they dubbed over Mel Gibson with an American voice actor. They thought people wouldn't. They didn't want to hear the Australian accent or something. And I don't know, like when in Australia the Road Warrior was called Mad Max 2, in America they called it the Road Warrior because they didn't really market it. I guess like not that many people in America had seen Mad Max, so the Road Warrior was like the working title of it.
Mm.
I am the Road Warrior.
Bang, bang.
And then I don't know, just it's crazy to me. It's like George Miller, he gets like noticed because of Mad Max and the Road Warrior, and then he goes and he does a segment of Twilight Zone the movie.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then he does. I think that's when he does Beyond Thunderdome. And he wants to do another Mad Max movie, but in between, that's when he does Babe, about the pig.
Yeah, that's always the trippy thing to think about. Is like, hey, the guy that did Mad Max made Babe, Pig in the City,
Oh.
Babe, and
And then he still wasn't quite ready to do his Mad Max movie yet, and so then he does Happy Feet.
Okay.
Pauldron. The hell is on that pauldron? It's like a grill.
Was Mad Max really mad?
Yeah, I think
I don't
so.
think he was mad.
Okay. He's just angry.
It's because of something you did.
I know. It's because I touched myself.
Alrighty.
What happens on Fury Road stays on Fury Road.
It is a Fury. Was there a message in Mad Max? Do you think there was a message?
Well, yeah.
Okay.
You know, I think it's. I think it's how fragile society is, and
Mm-hmm.
I mean the whole.
I have to think there's a cautionary tale.
Yeah.
The whole apocalypse that causes that world, it's all because of fighting over fuel and resources.
Mm-hmm.
And
Did you guys compare all the other movies already?
Oh, we just got here, John.
I don't know. I got here late, so I don't know.
Not as late as last week.
But no, John, we didn't compare all the movies.
Okay. I didn't see all of them. Yeah.
So the budget for Mad Max was $350,000.
Yeah.
Wow.
I told you it feels like
Yeah,
it was made
about
for about $20.
Yeah, I agree with Mike.
Wow.
And let's see.
Well, they made it happen.
I want to see if there's more information about like the box office. Let's see. Made for about. So it was again made for $350,000. It earned more than 100 million worldwide,
Wow.
Wow.
and at one point it was in the Guinness Book of World Records for the most profitable film.
Wow.
Once Upon a Time. What's the new one?
100 million. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's a pretty good return on investment, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
100 million.
I'm pretty sure that 350 $100,000 budget when all went into like cars. You know, it's like
Yeah.
Power
it's like,
technic.
you know, that, yeah, and the effects, because the actors were all at that time pretty much unknown.
Yeah.
Yep. Even Mel Gibson.
But yeah, so that's Mad Max. Now let's see how did the Road Warrior do? 1981. So Mad Max came out in 79. So the Road Warrior, or Mad Max 2, as it is sometimes known, came out in 81. So the budget was greater. This time it was a 4.5 million.
Okay.
And it made 36 million.
Wow.
Wow.
So still profitable, but not as much as the first one.
Darren posted his favorites.
Mad Max 2 is better than Mad Max. It's better than Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome. I don't know. I like Thunderdome.
Yeah, I like Thunderdome too. So Thunderdome came out in 1985. Budget 10 million.
Wow.
Box office 36 million. So again, still profitable,
But they
but
spent more.
yeah, they spent more.
Yeah. It's no Blair
They
Witch
had to spin
Project.
it on the cage. They had to spin it on the Thunderdome.
Yeah.
And Tina Turner.
That's probably where the bulk of it went.
The only thing, Thunderdome did have kind of a Hollywood ending, happy ending, you know, the hint of a better future there.
It did, but
Happy
again though, Max makes the sacrifice to, you know, save the kids.
Save the children, save the future.
I believe the children are the future.
Teach
Fuck the
them well. Let them lead the way.
Yes.
Show them all the beauty they possess.
Weren't they saying that Jack Black was thinking about having a School of Rock 2 with those kids who actually grew up? Get the
Those
same
kids
cast.
toured for a couple of years.
Did they?
I
don't
think
know.
so.
Wow. That's cool.
Yeah, they took it over.
Nice.
Okay, so the budget for Mad Max Fury Road, the next one, was between, and it's weird, it says between 154 and 185 million. I'm not sure why there's two numbers there. But,
They can't account for the numbers. It's like, I don't know.
but it made 380 million.
That.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
again, still profitable.
Yeah. You think that's what they look at? They look at like, oh, I made this much. Okay, we're gonna keep going with it, you know, until people get tired of it.
Realistically, yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, if they make a ton of money on a movie, they're going to figure out a way to make another one for sure.
I guess so. You know, like how like they did like what like was it 13 Friday the 13th and all that.
Yep.
Well, like I was listening to an interview with Roger Corman, who just passed away recently. I think he was 98, so he had a good run.
Yeah.
But Corman was saying like they would look at they would make a horror movie, right? Like they made this movie called Carnosaur, which was basically them trying to sort of exploit Jurassic Park, but with just a much lower budget.
Mm-hmm.
And so Carnosaur made like however many like like the budget was real low, and they made like 5 times their budget on this movie. And so they're like, all right, we're going to make Carnosaur 2. And Carnosaur 2 made probably about 3 times the budget of the movie. And then Carnosaur 3 made about, I think it still did pretty good. But he said like by Carnosaur 4, the numbers had gone down where there wasn't that much. Like it still was a profit, but it was still like, diminishing. And he said like, Corman's like, all right, this is the last one. Like this is it, Like he just basically would watch the returns real close to see, and as long as it was making a lot of money, they'd keep churning out Carnosaurs. But once it looked like interest was waning, he was like, "All right, we're good. On to the next thing."
It'd be like Land Before Time, Part 15, or whatever. I don't know.
Oh yeah,
Fast and the Furious.
Yeah. Yeah, Fast and the Furious.
Yeah, but I mean, those movies still pack people into the theaters. Like those,
Yeah, just like was it the Minions? I guess that Despicable Me 4 is going to come out.
I mean, as long as they're profitable, they're going to keep making them.
Yeah.
Terminator, all these things.
Terminator 7.
Yeah, I don't know where we are now. They stopped giving them numbers already. Rocky. Didn't Rocky ever that?
How many Rockies did they technically do? They did like it was 1, 2, 3, 4.
4.
Then Rocky 5.
Was that
the finale?
Didn't they do one? It was just called Rocky Balboa.
Yeah.
And then there was Rocky Horror Picture Show.
And then they did Creed.
So that's when he just let it go. There was a Rocky 5, and then Rocky Balboa, and then you said Creed. There's 3 Creed movies already. Wow.
Creed 2.
And then Creed 3 came out last year.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's see.
Because the girl now.
Yeah. Wait a minute. So now this thing says, somebody asked, it's like, how many Rocky movies are there? Oh, never mind. No. I read that wrong.
I liked Creed. I don't think I saw the second one.
Mm-hmm. But now it's like everyone's saying how to watch it in order. You have to like watch Rocky and Creed and kind of like intersperse them. I guess like how they say like, here's the best way to watch Star Wars or that kind of thing. Well, here's the correct way to watch Police Academy.
It's the best way to watch.
What is the correct way to watch Police Academy?
I don't know. It's like from the best to the worst. Yeah.
I liked Police Academy 2.
Yeah.
And then was Police Academy 3? It was the Citizens on Patrol.
I lost track. I totally lost track. And then they made the cartoon of it.
I just remember Zed became a good guy.
Yeah, Bobcat Goldthwait. That was my first introduction to him.
I saw him stand up.
Oh, really?
I remember that too.
Oh, Darren said other examples include RoboCop 3 and Expendables 3.
There's a RoboCop 3?
Yeah, he had a jetpack. It was bizarre. He could fly. I don't know. After 2, I kind of like, a little bit turned off by it. Didn't Frank Miller work on that one?
Did he?
I thought he worked on the script.
Maybe he did. I don't remember.
Yeah.
I did go to see RoboCop 2, but I can't remember anything about it.
Yeah. People actually like left the theater when I was watching it. RoboCop 2.
That good.
Yeah.
How many pounds?
Yeah, the writers were Edward Neumeier, Michael Miner, and Frank Miller.
Oh, wow. I see
Ron
there's
J.
a
Hi, Ron.
doc. Is that Ron?
Go on, Jude.
Hi, Ron.
Hey,
The
RC.
do Ron.
RoboCop.
I see there's a documentary about Frank Miller now.
Hmm. I seen him from afar at the San Diego Comic-Con.
I never met him. He looks like he's having some health problems these days.
Hmm. How you doing, Ron?
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We missed you the last few.
Were you there last week?
I was.
Came late.
Well,
Yeah. We had a dinner.
where'd you guys eat?
Chinese.
Yeah, what's the restaurant name?
We're actually like under Drew's apartment. But,
Oh, you were by me?
yeah.
Shit, man, you should give me a call.
I don't know.
What's the name of the restaurant?
Waimalu Chop Suey.
Oh. Wow, that thing's still there?
Yep.
Good for them, man.
Good for them. Chinese restaurant, you know, they'll endure everything.
That's true. You know that Chinese restaurant in Milani Marketplace, Po Sing?
Still there.
Yeah, I remember that since like intermediate.
I mean, they're good. Don't get me wrong, they're good. But it's funny because you know when I see it, it's posing, but it looks like poison. It's like, oh,
Oh, boy.
they're good though. You know, we go to them once in a while. They're a little bit on the lower side of Milani.
Yeah, my mom and dad always go there for Chinese food. For, I guess, neighborhood Chinese food.
Gotta have somewhere open on like Thanksgiving and holidays, Christmas.
Mhm. But not Chinese New Year. Go figure.
Irony.
Like in a Christmas Story.
Yeah.
When they end up having to go out for Chinese.
Yeah. Fudge.
Did any of you see the Furiosa movie?
Apparently, I'm the only one who saw it.
Oh. How does it compare to the previous one? It's a whole new story, right?
Well, I mean, it's a prequel,
Oh yeah.
but it's yeah, it's its own thing. I liked it. It's not as action packed as Fury Road,
Mm.
but I enjoyed it.
It's his own thing. I'm my own thing, man.
Yeah.
David has pumpkins, man. What are you? I'm my own thing.
I'm trying to imagine like if Mike ever gets like high or drunk, is he gonna sound like that? Hey man.
I have never been high or drunk. Well,
This is what I imagine it would sound like.
Well, not even on life, Mike.
I've never been drunk. I can never been drunk. I can
with
say I've
power.
probably been high if you consider like medical induced, like.
Oh yeah.
Up is
Feeling
medicine.
funky.
But that's more knocking out than
There you go.
chilling out.
Chilling.
Napua is asking, what's your favorite post-apocalyptic movie? Favorite post-apocalyptic movie?
Escape from New York.
Idiocracy.
Accuracy, yeah, it's a good one. Escape from New York. Escape from New York is very good.
I love
That's
that
good.
movie.
The Flintstones. No.
Yeah, that's the theory, right?
Right. Where the Jetsons are on top and then the Flintstones is everyone else on the bottom. So silly.
Favorite post-apocalyptic movie.
Fist of the North Star.
Ooh, that's good.
Oh wow, that's a good one.
That's a good one. But the movie was pretty bad. But the series was good. The series was good. The movie was bad.
Movies, right?
Yeah, movies. It has to be a movie.
I'm telling you, Idiocracy.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, even Planet of the Apes is like a post-apocalyptic movie.
That is true.
Oh, Matrix too, right?
Is it?
The Matrix, sure.
Hmm.
The 28 days later, that would probably count.
Yeah.
Oh, Snowpiercer, yeah, that counts.
Snowpiercer.
I like the Book of Eli. I thought that was pretty good.
Too much religious stuff in that for me.
Yeah.
Well.
Has anybody seen the Omega Man?
Yes.
Oh, Charlton Heston.
Of course.
I like the Omega Man.
That's a good one too.
Oh, Night of the Comet. That was a good one.
Yeah.
Omega Man came out of the same short story anthology that I Am Legend came out of.
Oh, I Am Legend. Yeah, that was a good
Yeah, I
one.
don't like
Omega Man is I Am Legend. It's just like they just changed it, but it's pretty much I Am Legend.
About 28 weeks later. World War Z.
No, because there is a short story, I Am Legend.
Right.
Yeah, that was the inspiration for the Omega Man.
Oh.
It's not its own separate book or anything?
No.
Oh.
It's like how isn't like Minority Report like a short story, like 16 pages or something like that?
I don't think Minority Report is like post-apocalyptic. It's
No.
You could say it was like dystopian, but
Right. No, but I'm just saying how it was like a short story thing and how they made a whole movie out of it.
oh, A Boy and His Dog. Anybody ever see that one?
Yep.
Oh.
I saw it. I remember that one.
It's a pretty good one. Zardoz.
What about Walking Dead?
Zardoz. Well,
What about what?
movies,
Walking
right?
Dead.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
Walking Dead, but that's
Walking Dead is post-apocalyptic.
Yeah, it's not a movie.
What about 9?
I've never
I
seen
like
it.
how
Yeah, 9. Yeah, I'd say yeah.
Yeah.
That's a stop motion one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's,
Red.
it's an interesting one.
cool.
What about Waterworld?
Yep.
Yeah, it's post-apocalyptic.
Yep.
My favorite is
Very
disaster movie. the Wayans brothers.
Apocalyptic. Elysium.
Cloverfield. Did you guys like Cloverfield?
Nah.
Yeah.
Cloverfield, the
remember
first
seeing-
one was okay.
I remember seeing the previews and I was like, "Oh, this looks good," and then we watched it. It's like, "It's right."
Yeah, a lot of, I guess, jump scares and stuff.
A lot of hypes. Yeah.
Elysium is definitely got its foot in the post-apocalyptic thing, but I think it's more dystopian than post-apocalyptic.
Okay.
There's a fine line between a dystopian future and a post-apocalyptic future.
What would you consider Logan's Run?
What I consider what?
Logan's Run.
Both.
Logan's Run, oh, that's a tough one because it is kind of both.
Yeah.
But I think it's closer to dystopia, but it's a dystopia that exists because of a post-apocalyptic world. So
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to. That's what I'd like to see them redo. Give it a modern update.
Logan's Run,
Really?
Yeah.
they kind of did with this movie. I think it was called The Island. I think it had a
That's not
what's
the
his name?
John Carpenter movie, is it?
No, it's who is it? Yeah, it was Scarlett Johansson and
Ethan
what's
Hawke?
his name? Ewan McGregor.
Oh, Ewan McGregor.
Moulin Rouge.
No,
Oh,
No.
yeah, it's a seemingly utopian facility in the mid-21st century. Residents hope to be chosen to go to the island, the last uncontaminated place on Earth. But one inhabitant discovers that there are sinister forces at work, and he and a female friend make a daring escape.
Man,
But-
those sinister forces. Jeez.
But when you look at the island, it does look kind of like it has some of the same DNA as Logan's Run, a little bit.
Mhm.
I wonder if maybe it started off as somebody trying to update Logan's Run, and then it sort of turned into something else.
Hmm.
What about Judge Dredd?
Judge Dredd, definitely. I mean, it's a bit of
It's
both. It's post-apocalyptic and dystopian.
Yeah. It's dystocalyptic.
This topic.
I don't know what I just said.
We're just making up words now.
Phoenix is here. Phoenix says, "Hello, everyone. This is a touch prompt. Seeing as a lot of the characters are half naked in S&M clothing."
Who is it?
Okay.
Fucking Phoenix.
What movie is that?
We're all gonna watch it now.
I mean, the Road Warrior. You got like Lord Humongous walking around in S&M gear, and
Makes you wonder about George Miller, right?
And then they show up in
You
weird
know,
signs.
you know he's got a gimp mask in his closet.
bring out the gimp.
Bring out your dad.
But I'm not dead yet.
I got better.
She turned me into a mute.
I got better.
Oops. That's
Napua, since you asked, what is your favorite post-apocalyptic movie? That was Napua that asked that.
Phoenix said best character was the Mustang.
Sally?
Oh.
Is he talking about Mad Max?
Yeah.
I'll have you know that was not a Mustang. They drove Australian cars in that one. I think it's like a Holden.
Oh.
Mustang.
It's the last of the V8 interceptors.
Faucets. Bia.
Oh, it's a Ford Falcon.
Okay. Is that Australia?
It is, because they still continued to make the Falcon in Australia.
Blue Falcon.
It was a Thunder Cougar Falconberg.
Oh, okay, yes.
Looking.
Ooh, say that 3 times fast.
The V8 Interceptor, also known as the Pursuit Special, is a 1973 Ford Falcon XB GT Coupe.
Oh yeah, he wrote it down. Yeah, Ford XB Falcon GT 351. Napua said Lawrence said the best one is Knight Rider 2010. Said no one.
Knight Rider
That was
2010.
Didn't
That
know
was a
there was a
dystopian?
Night.
Was there one?
Night Rider?
I don't know.
2010?
If we go
Why
apocalyptic
not?
TV shows, we talked about movies, but I really like that Last of Us. I like how they handled it.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah. Yeah.
I've watched some of World War Z and what are some other post-apocalyptic TV shows?
Oh, Walking Dead, right?
Walking Dead, yeah. I don't know. I stopped Walking Dead a couple seasons in when the season right before Negan came.
Hmm.
Well, there's Fallout, right?
Oh, yeah. Fallout.
Yeah.
Is Sweet
Fallout
Tooth
is
considered?
definitely post-apocalyptic.
Yep.
I stopped watching Walking Dead when they killed the only Asian guy there.
Yeah, that was right before Negan. Or actually, that was Negan.
Yeah, Negan
Sees him at the end of one season
introduced
by
himself.
killing off Glenn.
Oh, what was that one you were talking about, Drew? Was it the silo?
Yeah, Silo.
Yeah, sounds crazy.
I like it. I just finished
Yeah.
the books.
Who was in there?
They made it into a show. It's on Apple TV.
Hmm.
So none of
But
us can watch it.
there's a series of books that is based on, and the books, they're written by this guy named Hugh Howey, and I guess he when he first wrote the book, he thought about trying to go through a publisher, but they weren't going to give him the kind of deal he wanted, and so he thought maybe he'd had an opportunity to make more money if he published it on the then new platform that Amazon had for their books. I guess I think it was for Kindle.
Mhm.
Right.
So he decided to take a risk, and basically get nothing up front, but be able to get more of the profits by putting on Kindle. And he ended up making like millions of dollars. Like,
Wow.
I guess it did really well on Kindle. I guess it was one of the early books they had on the platform. So,
Gotta take that chance, you know.
but yeah, the whole Kindle thing really worked out for him, and he ended up making way more than he would have if he'd gone through a regular publisher.
Oh, Napua said A Quiet Place is a good one too.
I still need to watch.
World and from LA. Phoenix said he stayed watching The Walking Dead for a long time, but there's just so much Pete and repeat I can take. Yeah, that was the thing for me. Is like the Walking Dead. There was no end game. It was just like they kept running into one shitty group of people after the other. It's like, well,
Yeah.
That's what people
I
want
get
to
it.
see.
yeah, I get that. That's how it would be, but it's not really that much fun to watch.
Mm.
You know.
Hey, that's Gordon Ryder.
Now, if Walking Dead had food attacks,
then we're talking lawsuit.
I'd go back to watching Walking Dead if they kill the zombies by doing avocado armbar.
That's right.
Or
Shinsato attack. There you go. That's when the rest of the world is like, all right, we're out. We're done. So Kirkman is just
I haven't
lost
watched
it.
Quiet Place yet. Did anybody else watch that?
No.
I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the premise of it?
Well, I guess these monsters from outer space just showed up one day.
Oh.
I think the new one that's coming out soon, they're going to explain.
Yeah,
where
it's the prequel.
Yeah, where they're from.
I just saw a trailer for it before Furiousa.
I want Quiet Place to be a librarian gone crazy.
Conan the Librarian.
So, wasn't there a series called The Librarians?
A horror movie where a librarian snaps and starts
Oh, yeah,
killing
People over the head with a book.
Yeah, they were
I
like
told you to be quiet.
treasure hunters, I think, the librarians, right?
Yeah,
They're like Indiana Jones type of adventures.
The local version would be Librarians.
You know, the
Librarian.
library.
Putting the lie in librarian. The only librarian, fucking Phoenix, the only librarian he knows of is Ghostbusters in the first. Actually, it was also in this recent movie too. The video game actually explained who she is.
The librarian from Ghostbusters?
Yeah. There's a level that like it's all just dedicated to her, and then it kind of ties in with Evil Shandor and all that. Because I guess both Harold Ramis and Dan Aykroyd worked on the script for the video game. And you get to see Ecto 8. Ecto 8 was a tugboat.
They have that many vehicles? 8?
I think they just gave them numbers, just random stuff.
So not really in order then.
No.
Lawrence liked the post-apocalyptic episodes of The Twilight Zone, Burgess Meredith in the Library.
Oh,
Broken
yeah.
Glass.
That was a good one.
Classic.
Time enough.
That's not fair. I had time. My favorite is still I saw it on a wing.
There's a like a post-apocalyptic one with what's her name? I think it's Elizabeth Montgomery from Bewitched and Charles Bronson.
Oh,
Twilight Zone?
Yeah.
Ooh.
That makes me think we should do a Twilight Zone drink and draw.
we should.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be fun. It'll just be old people.
Next month.
Maybe
Oh,
October.
there were newer episodes.
Yeah, I don't like the new ones.
Yeah. There was the movie.
Aren't they just rehash of the old stories?
Yeah, Dan Aykroyd. You want to see something really scary?
Well, I think
Looks like this.
3 of the segments of Twilight Zone the movie were expanded like from the episodes.
Mm-hmm.
Steven Spielberg Steven Spielberg had Kick the Can. Joe Dante had the one with the kid who could like control people's minds.
Yeah.
George Miller had the remake of the Shatner one with the guy in the airplane.
Yeah.
Only this time it was John Lithgow.
John Lithgow, yeah.
And then the John Landis one was an all new one. And that's the one where 3 people Actually, 4 people died.
Yeah.
And 2 of them were kids.
Wow. It's terrible.
It gets worse. They apparently they didn't follow a lot of the rules that kids are supposed to have when they work on movies about not being able to do overnights or not being able to be there for more than a certain amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. There's a lot of stuff that doesn't look really good about
Yeah,
it.
I was gonna say this. I don't like where this is heading.
And I don't know. The kids were Vietnamese kids, and I think they didn't have the parents on the set like normally.
Oh.
I don't know. I think there was a lot of stuff. I think they kind of thought they could maybe get away with doing stuff because the kids weren't, the kids were Vietnamese.
Right.
Anyway, it's
Terrible.
it's not a good look for anybody involved in that.
No. I'm looking on this list of apocalyptic TV shows, and it says V. Do you consider V post-apocalyptic?
Really?
That's an alien invasion. Huh? Is there an apocalypse involved?
Yeah.
I don't really think it's post-apocalyptic, but I mean, it's definitely, you could say it's dystopian.
And they even put Battlestar Galactica.
Well, technically, Battlestar Galactica technically is because it's after the destruction of Earth.
Oh, okay.
It's the whole thing. They fled Earth.
And then they put Adventure Time.
Well, not in the original one.
Yeah, no, they put the newer one. They put the newer one, not the original.
So that's because I haven't watched the new one. I've only seen the one from seven. So
Lauren
is
Green
that the whole?
with Muffet.
Because in the original one, they come to her.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. An American Horror Story.
But even the newer one, didn't they come to Earth? But human beings weren't that evolved yet. And then they destroyed all their technology, just so there's no trace of them. No.
Michael says it was post-apocalyptic.
For maybe the people in Caprica or something like that.
Did you see the new when when Hanna-Barbera and DC did that merger thing with Space Ghost and Scooby-Doo Apocalypse and all that? They had one of the Wacky Races, which seemed like it was like a Mad Max post-apocalyptic kind of thing.
Yeah, I actually really liked that one. I thought it was pretty good.
And it's 10:50.
Is Attack on Titan post-apocalyptic?
No.
Yeah.
No.
I would say Attack on Titan is definitely post-apocalyptic.
Okay.
Do you disagree, John?
I don't know. I didn't really watch the whole thing, so I don't know. Hey, what year did Mad Max take place? Wasn't it like now?
In the year 1987. What?
Yeah,
Oh, that was Buck Rogers.
87.
I don't think it ever. I don't think it ever says specifically what year it is.
Oh, okay.
It's,
In the year 2000.
Well, we're going with anime. If we're going anime, then Akira is definitely post-apocalyptic.
well, I mean, you know, it's after Tokyo. It's right because it's Neo Tokyo. Because Tokyo had been destroyed.
Even like, what was the one that you like? Was it Darling in the Franxx?
Darling in the Franxx. Yeah, I love that one.
Or Nausicaa. Nausicaa was also, right?
Yeah, Nausicaa. I mean, I'm guessing it takes place on Earth, and it seems it's definitely after a post-apocalyptic kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Oh, what was that other crazy one? It started off good, but then it got kind of weird at the end. Promise Neverland. Remember that one?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It started off
liked
so
it.
good, and then it kind of like,
Yeah, it sort of falls apart.
yeah, too bad. Or Dr. Stone.
Yeah, that's definitely a post-apocalyptic.
You guys ever see Book of Eli?
You like that one?
Yeah, I enjoyed that one. But yeah, like they said, it was a little bit too.
Too preachy.
I'm a heathen, you know.
Yeah.
It's a decent movie. It just, you know, it gets a little heavy-handed with the
Yeah.
thing that's going to save him is the Bible in the guy's head, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, how'd they get destroyed in the first place? Was the Bible around then?
And what about the Elita? Battle Angel Elita? That
Yeah.
Oh, dystopian, huh? No.
I think it's definitely dystopian.
okay?
I don't know that I'd say it was post-apocalyptic.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm not trying to split hairs here.
No, I'm just thinking of stuff that I remember, and I'm just kind of wondering if that, fits in the category or not.
Zardoz. Who's seen Zardoz?
I've
did.
seen Zardoz.
The way
That movie is a nightmare.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's proof that cocaine was in heavy use in
well,
Hollywood.
there you go.
I mean, it's just like it's so bananas. It's like I can't believe Connery was like, okay, I'll wear this crazy red diaper, and
Yeah.
Wait, what's it? Didn't he say that's when he turned down Star Wars for Zardoz?
Wow,
Oh man.
great career move.
Well, I mean, his career didn't hurt too bad.
Actually.
Yeah,
I think-
already have one franchise under my belt. I don't need another.
I
Was
think
there a belt involved?
Zardoz was by John Borman. Look this up.
I don't know. It feels like it's the same Lou as like Barbarella, that kind of.
It's I'm trying to find. I think my internet died. But it's like I'd read about Borman, and I think Borman was originally going to do a Lord of the Rings movie, and he wanted to. He felt that it didn't have enough sex in it, So he's going to try to put like a lot more sex in the movie.
Ah. Okay.
And he wanted like there to be like a sex scene between Frodo and Galadriel. And I don't know, he was just like, I don't know, he had all these crazy ideas for it.
Well then.
It didn't happen, obviously,
No.
but
No.
Yeah, I don't think that hurt the movie not having that in there.
they did expand, you know, the female characters' parts quite a bit, you know, for Arwen and Eowyn, but you know, they left out a lot of the humping, so which is good.
Did he really have that in the Tolkien books?
In the books?
Yeah.
No. Those books are practically sexless.
God, I'm trying to imagine what a sex scene written by Tolkien would read like, because he was so ponderous with his words.
Yeah. But it's like I was listening to a podcast and they were talking about like the making of the Lord of the Rings, and I mean it's a miracle that movie got made, like any of those movies got made, and like the whole thing just sounds like it was just, you know, I can't. I mean, you got to give Peter Jackson credit because I don't think I would have been able to do it. I wouldn't have been able to make it. Like I would have given up because it's like, I guess originally it was being financed by Harvey Weinstein for Miramax.
Mm-hmm.
And Miramax had this thing where it's like, because technically Miramax was like an offshoot of Disney, they were only authorized to do budgets up to like 75 million, and anything beyond that they had to ask Disney for more money. And they're trying to put together this movie, and I guess he had a deal with Miramax, but something happened, and so then he ended up running over to Universal, and Universal was going to make King Kong with him earlier, but then something fell apart with that, and so he ends up going back to Miramax, and Weinstein, I guess, was really pissed off at him that he had jumped ship from them before, so he really was trying to go out of his way to make stuff hell for Peter Jackson. And when Jackson went to him and was like, we have to ask Disney for more money because I'm not going to be able to make this movie for 75 million. And Weinstein basically saw that as an attempt to, here's how he could kill Peter Jackson. He basically told him, he was like, nope, you're going to make a movie for less than 75,000. It's only going to be one movie, and you're going to have to cut it drastically. And he was telling him all these scenes that he wanted to cut out and all this stuff. And he was just like, and he's like, and instead of making Eowyn, like, you know, Faramir's sister or whatever, you know, he had like he was just changing the story left and right. And Jackson thought like he was going to have to close Weta. I don't know. It's crazy.
You have to take out anything with King Kong in it. Wait, what?
The crazy thing though is that when he had 20th Century Fox coming after him, he had 20th Century Fox had offered him Planet of the Apes before Tim Burton made his Planet of the Apes. And Universal had offered him King Kong like way before he ended up making King Kong with them. And then, and so he had like all these three options on his plate. And he wanted to try to make all three if he could, but he was trying to figure out, like, they were all fighting over which one he would do first. And then it ended up, he ends up making all the Lord of the Rings movies. He ends up making King Kong, and his special effects company does Planet of the Apes. So,
There you
In
go.
the end, he still ended up doing all of them in a way.
Stick it to the man. Are you liking what's his name? Adam Murphy's version of The Hobbit? In like the Charlie Brown style? You know what I'm talking about on Instagram?
I have no
No,
idea.
I've never seen it.
Oh, okay. There's a. I thought you followed him because I think he's the guy who did the Tintins. No,
Tinted.
wait. Am I thinking the wrong guy? Hold on. There's a guy, Adam Murphy. He's an artist, and he used to work for Disney and Lucasfilm and all that. Recently, he's been doing all these other characters, and recently what he did was like scenes from like The Hobbit, but as if they were Peanuts characters. It's brilliant.
I'll have to check them out. I haven't seen any of those.
Yeah. But he did a bunch of like Indiana Jones, like in the style of Tintin. It's nice style, very nice style.
Okay, I think I know.
And done some Indiana Jones style Calvin and Hobbes.
No, that was who did that one? Was it Kessinger? Brian Kessinger did that one? Brian is the one who did-
Former
usually does
Secretary of State Henry Kissinger?
Wow.
Brian Kessinger. I think he did all the Calvin and Hobbes of Star Wars ones. Okay.
I thought I saw a documentary where they blamed everything that's happening in the Middle East, with Israel and stuff, blamed it on Kissinger's policies.
Well, if you want to blame somebody, might as well blame him.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yes.
It was me. I did it.
Oh, shoot.
Wow.
I wasn't going to say anything, Michael, but you could have kept quiet, let Kissinger take the fall, but it's fine.
I stole the Lindbergh baby.
Cheese?
The cheese baby.
Or was it Edinburgh? Something.
They-
Iceberg.
I guess they never found the kid, right?
No. Didn't they show it on like a Family Guy? Wasn't there like a segment where he gets sucked out the window or something like that? Like, okay, quiet.
Heir to the Lindbergher cheese fortune.
Yes.
Have you guys tried
It's a
that?
good show.
Anybody tried that cheese?
Lindbergher?
Edinburgh.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever had Lindbergher, actually.
Smells strong.
Well, you have, John.
I have.
I saw in the Mighty Mouse cartoon, the ones by
Ralph Bakshi.
Ralph Bakshi. Lindbergher was like Mighty Mouse's kryptonite.
It's funny. Oh, that's what I was going to bring up too, since you were bringing up Lord of the Rings and all that. When Bakshi did the Lord of the Rings,
Yep.
it's the rotoscoping. And I remember, like we were in elementary school and we saw a double feature of that Lord of the Rings and Clash of Titans,
Ooh.
the winning combo.
Clash of the Titans.
His ass, come here, boy.
I don't remember much Clash of Titans other than that like Clockwork Owl thing.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
Bubo.
Boobo. And then the Kraken. That was that still kind of like Ray Harryhausen doing them.
Yeah,
Stop.
Ray Harryhausen, I think, did the Kraken, and he did Calabos, and he did Bubo.
Yeah.
And Medusa.
The Scorpions, he did that.
Yeah.
The Skeletons. Oh no, that's Jason and the Argonauts.
We actually got to watch Jason and the Argonauts in school. Because we were doing a part, like in fourth grade, we did a thing on Greek mythology. And then our teacher played Jason and the Argonauts. And I thought it was like, I couldn't believe we were watching it in school. I thought it was great.
All right, how we doing on time? Well, hour and 6 minutes. Guys ready to go around? Here's my Furiosa so far.
Nice.
I don't know.
It doesn't look like either actor, but everything else is there. Jason, can I come over your shoulder?
Literally, he's right there. He's like, ah!
All right. That's Immortan Joe.
Nice.
I can't hear nobody.
Where does it come from? Where does it come
Drew coming over your shoulder. That's one of the pictures I have for reference for the costume. From the poster.
Yeah,
cool.
Scott, you ready?
I want to leave and come back.
Well, the original Mad Max. Oh. All right. Oh, I think we just lost somebody. All right, thanks, Scott.
Man.
We lost John. What happened to John?
Oh,
I can still hear you guys.
There's Jason is missing.
Jason.
Looks like
all right.
I might be having some problems with my internet.
Yeah, no, Jason said he couldn't hear us, and then so that he's probably rebooted. Yeah.
Oh, so it's just me, you.
I'm here.
Me, and you, Drew.
That's right.
Great.
I'm working on stuff.
I'm working on it.
Working on stuff for
Kawaii.
the con.
For the con. Yeah. Yeah, I guess a lot of the guests are in already. So Matt Frank came in today, and then Ming.
I saw Ming Chen post on his flight.
Yeah, Ming Chen is coming. Drew, I think you would have a really good time talking to Ming Chen because
I got to finish this up yet, but here's where I'm at on my Vampirilla.
that looks awesome, dude.
I got to put in his tattoos, though. You know, it's gonna take forever.
You should make her saying "You're welcome." Good. I didn't even see the trailer for the new movie. Is there like a Moana 2 coming up?
Yeah, it's out. Trailer's out.
Yeah.
Doesn't really give you much of the story, but
yeah. You know what I'm hating now is like I guess now they have programs that you can do like AI or something like that, and you can like change all the celebrities in them. So now I don't know what's a real trailer and what's not. You know?
I mean, any trailer I see, like if it's for a Marvel movie and it doesn't have the official Marvel thing or the official Disney thing, it ain't real.
Okay. Yeah.
no, if it's not, you gotta look for the source, not necessarily because
Yeah.
I've seen some good fan edits and fan fakes,
Yeah,
which is irritating sometimes. But
yeah. Because
If
you're
it's-
hoping like,
if it
oh,
says,
that's
like-
good, and you're like, oh,
Is it like screen culture or, all these other, if it's basically anything that's not Marvel or DC or Marvel or Disney, it ain't real.
or when it tells you in the beginning, it's like not a real trailer. It's like, damn.
Some of them don't say that. Some of them say official.
Oh yeah, they and it'll say like leaked official thing or whatever. These guys, it's all clickbait.
Get Rick rolled. All right, let's see if this works.
speaking of trailers, did you guys watch the Venom?
I did.
Venom.
There's another Venom.
Yeah, there's a new Venom.
Yeah, the trailer just kind of popped up out of nowhere. I didn't hear anybody talking
Oh,
about
I
it.
see.
What the Venom?
Is this the third Venom?
Third Venom.
Is it Jason?
Last
He's
Dance.
Yeah, I have Jason. He's back.
Okay. Dang,
Good?
I don't know what happened to me.
Can you hear now?
I can hear.
Okay.
Dang.
Dang. It's all good. Is this the last Venom?
I hope
Depends on how
so.
much it makes.
That's
It makes a
true,
ton of
too.
money, though. I'm sure they figure out another way to make another one.
Yeah,
How the hell?
who's the bad guy?
Again.
But it is called The Last Dance.
How the hell are they making 3 Venom movies and ain't none of them had Spider-Man in them yet?
Yeah.
Well, he got featured in the one Spider. Venom got featured in one Spider-Man
The teaser.
teaser. Still didn't watch Madam Web yet.
Skip it.
I don't know. I heard mixed. How about that Acolyte? Did you guys watch that yet?
I watched it.
And
Thoughts?
I enjoyed it. I don't know. It feels too early.
Yeah.
See where it's
I see people ripping it apart already, and I'm like, oh wait, they're Star Wars fans, of course.
yeah, it's the thing.
what did they not like about it?
I don't know.
Is that like a
'cause
whole
they-
new
Gotta
thing?
bounce again.
There ain't enough white people in it. I don't know. There's too many women.
Oh, really?
What kind of threw me off for a while watching is that one Jedi's like, I recognize this guy. He's like, oh shit, this guy from Squid Game.
Oh,
Yeah.
quick. Oh, Jason got bounced again.
Oh, there's not enough white people in there? Yeah, I'm
Not
out.
enough white people. Too many women. I
It's
don't know.
woke.
I mean,
It's too woke.
I'm
waiting
sure
for-
I'm sure that's all they're complaining about.
I'm still waiting for Landalorian.
They're gonna put the man in Mandalorian.
Bringing the man down, the Mandalorian. Need an actual DeLorean. Back
I
to
think
the
it'd be funny if they come back. Like, let's say
Just leave
Pedro
for,
Pascal doesn't
sorry,
want to play
guys.
Mandalorian anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, they find a female. They make it all about the armor or something,
There you go.
or Bo-Katan or something.
There you go. I like
Well, I think
Bo-Katan.
Bo-Katan is kind of the future of the franchise
Yeah.
as far as the Mandalorians.
Yeah.
It's like Black Panther.
The title's just going to change. It's just going to add an S. It's going to be Mandalorians. And it'll focus around Bo-Katan.
Bo-Katan, Florida.
Dude.
It's Boca Raton.
Oh. Never mind.
I read a thing saying that this got more viewers than Mandalorian did.
Well, it's got lightsabers in it, so there is a group of Star
There you
Wars
go.
fans that are going to be
Yeah.
walking around
right.
with semis. So
That's right. Since
I'm waiting to see if
Andor-
we've got a saber whip.
yeah, it was in the commercial for it. So.
Yeah.
how does that work?
It's like a floppy laser sword.
No. It's like the
There's
one
no
on,
there's no
Family Guy.
science in Star Wars. It's all
Yeah,
it's
I
all
was gonna say
magic.
like it is.
Well,
It's like a
when
lightsaber.
man
It's a beam
loves
of
a
light.
woman,
He's got a erectile saber dysfunction.
When a man is a woman.
oh, we gotta wait for that character to show up now.
But yeah, like a lightsaber, like it's a beam of light. How does it know how to end right there? You know,
Why is it called a saber if it's a whip?
maybe it would be called a whip. A whip
light
saber,
whip? No, we can't use saber.
It's a light whip.
Light whip.
light whip. It's like cool. It's like cool whip
Cool
light.
Whip.
Yeah.
Whip.
I think that lightsabers are probably something akin to a hard light construct. It's similar in theory to like what Green Lantern could make with his ring.
I see. Yeah, but it's not the fabulous sun sword.
Drew and his college education.
It's not the
Right.
fabulous sun sword.
Yes, the fabulous Sunstar. But there's no
Sword, that's
there
light.
is no science in Star Wars. I mean, there's no
It's not sci-fi.
There's droids. There's droids
Okay.
and
Explain hyperspace
spacecraft.
then.
I mean, what exactly is hyperspace anyway?
It's like the warp engines.
Look, no,
It's like on a
now
warp.
if you want science, you watch Star Trek. If you want like
Okay.
magic and if you want magic and shit, you watch Star Wars.
Okay.
I like science better.
Yeah.
And look, I'm not trying to like shit on one over the
No.
other. You know, I'm just
There you
saying.
go. Yeah. All 5 viewers, you know, cash in your votes. You know, Star Trek or Star
fantasy.
Wars.
How many viewers
It is.
do we have?
We have 2.
It's a space western fantasy.
Well, didn't Rick Holbert call if Star Wars was more of a fantasy than a sci-fi?
It's fantasy.
All right, Carrie. Earth, Wind, and
Yeah.
Fire.
Mariah Carey. She played in the Cantina Band.
That's right. We're the same song.
Yeah, you look, she's standing right behind Max Rebo.
Exactly. Max Rebo.
And how about the jizz whalers, huh?
That's right. It's called Jizz.
Oh shit! So I didn't put my signature on this. I'll just put that spacing.
Like I liked Andor, but I'm scared to death that they're gonna reveal like one of the characters is really a Jedi, and they're gonna put all the Jedi shit in it, and it's gonna ruin it.
It's gonna be Obi-Wan in disguise.
Or maybe bring back Mace.
Bring back Porkin.
Check
Where
for-
did Andor leave off? What's happening?
Well, between season 1 and the next season is gonna be like a jump of 3 years or something like that.
Oh.
Andor ended with a big uprising on the planet where he was living,
Mhm.
and they had a big
Rick's Road or something like that. Rick's.
so it's like the beginnings of the rebellion.
Ah. Okay, I kind of remember that now.
I liked Andor because it felt like Star Wars for grown people.
There were no wizards.
But yeah, they're gonna sneak some wizards in there, and they're gonna freaking
Yeah.
ruin it. And I'm gonna be mad.
Well, what was the verdict with the fans? Did they like it or?
I don't
It's
care.
split. I like everything.
It's not all about you, Drew.
That's right. What a fan thing. I don't care.
That's the thing though. It's like there's so much out there now. It's like there's Star Wars out there for everybody. You don't have to like
Exactly.
No, but
You know?
isn't that why the fans get all upset? Because it's like, no, that's not for me.
It's like
Doesn't have to
everything's
be-
gotta be. I don't know. I hate it. It's like,
Yeah.
you know what? They got. You know, if you need space wizards and laser swords, you got the acolyte. You know.
Yeah.
If you want like
Kids,
you know, cute baby Yodas and shit, you can watch Mandalorian. You want, you know, more intrigue, you know, there's Andor. I like that they're, you
I
know,
want more Twilights.
or Twilight.
Twilix.
Twilight.
Or
Twilight.
the one with the
They haven't done the horny version of Star Wars yet. Maybe it's coming. Who knows?
I'm sure there is one.
Well, there's horny versions of Star Wars out there. It's just not made by Lucasfilms.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
no.
not authorized.
You could just type it in Pornhub or something.
That's right.
I mean, it's like a whole genre of porn and parody stuff, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, those are the ones I like.
Yep. I guess it look okay. Mm-hmm. I mean, aside from Mad Max and maybe like what I guess there really hasn't been too many sequels of like post-apocalyptic movies, have there?
Sequels.
Planet of the Apes. There's a lot of sequels.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, I'll give you that. Yeah.
Escape from New York had Escape from LA.
Oh, yeah.
What a joke that one was.
Yeah.
Ruined it.
I hadn't seen it ever, and then I recently watched it, and I don't think it's as bad as everybody says, but it's not good.
Yeah.
It lacked the grit from Escape from New York.
Escape from New York, it's solid, and I don't know, it has like a certain realism to it that I like.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I guess they filmed it in St. Louis, and there was a whole section of St. Louis that there had been a bad fire, and there was all this part of St. Louis that was all in like ruins because of this fire, and the city like hadn't started rebuilding anything yet. And Carpenter, and I guess the studio was like, "Hey, don't do anything to it. Let us film there." So they went there, and so they filmed in a burn up section of St. Louis
No.
Perfect.
that stood in for you know, the
New
penal
York.
colony, New York.
The year is 1985.
1987.
Was it 87?
No, Buck Rogers is 1987.
Oh,
I think was it Escape from New York like 1997?
Escape
Buck
from New
Rogers?
York?
No, Escape from New York.
Oh yeah.
Well, Buck Rogers, I remember was like Captain Buck Rogers left
Yeah.
and like was it 1985 or something, or was it 87?
1987.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the last of Earth's deep space probes.
Yeah.
And Duck Dodgers was
Yeah, the Duck Dodgers, 24th and a half century.
That had a
Tom
great
Jones.
theme song. Tom Jones.
Yeah, and the Flaming Lips.
Yep, Tom Jones was the flavor of it.
That episode where they switch voices. So he had Daffy Duck's voice and Daffy Duck had Tom Jones' voice.
I like the one
was
with Green Lantern.
Oh yeah, the Green Lantern. That one, I think it got an award, I believe. Yeah, that was a great episode. Recite the oath. And brightest day, watermelon. Same random words. I'll take over for the oath here. Yeah, the episodes are solid. I mean, they're really well written. They're funny. They had some good writers on that show.
Good show.
Duck Dodgers. I think Paul Dini did a lot of the writing on that.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
The Bugs Bunny, was it the Bugs and Daffy show?
Oh, it was like a Seinfeld kind of thing. Is that the one?
I think they were roommates. I don't know if it was.
Yeah.
I-
It kind of
but-
had that feel, yeah.
It was good. It was. I don't know. I liked it a lot. But my favorite one was just the Wizard.
Oh yeah, the Wizard. Yeah. And then later on, you find out that's what he puts on his. That's when he put on his business cards. You know, Daffy Duck, Wizard. I'm for hire. But
was that Richard Cheese doing that song?
oh, maybe.
I think it was.
Yeah.
It was.
My favorite line scheme from that series where Bugs asked Daffy, "Are you crazy?" No, there's not a word that can describe my condition. Such a great line. But yeah, at that point, Joe
It's the
Lasky
captain
passed away.
speaking.
Yeah. Joe
So
Lasky passed away. Someone else was doing Daffy Duck's voice, but now I guess Eric Bauza is doing.
He's doing everything.
Yeah, he's doing
So shout
everything.
out.
No, Bauza, Filipino guy from Canada.
Good night, sweetheart. With
He was down here for the film festival, and I was trying to kind of get in contact with him, but
Bowser?
he's busy, so. Huh? Eric Bauza?
I think it's just Bowser.
I don't think Bowser's alive anymore, is he?
I think he's around. Let's see. What was his real name?
Drew, what's the show you're going to be on tomorrow? Ancient Aliens.
It's a Mog's drawn bid.
SketchUp now. It's called SketchUp.
SketchUp.
Yeah.
Sorry, SketchUp. Yeah, SketchUp.
Are you guys going to talk about Ancient Aliens like in the History Channel?
Yeah, well, Ancient Aliens is I guess the overlying theme, and then I don't know. Jack Kirby was really interested in Eric Von Daniken's Chariots of the Gods, so I'm going to try to do like the Kirby spin on Chariots of the Gods.
Yeah, so you got your figure.
I did. It came in the mail today. I was so happy.
Your Jack Kirby figure.
That was
Wow.
nice.
He was born in 1947. John Bowser Bauman.
He's going to be at the Kawaii-Con?
Sure. Why not?
Wow.
In spirit.
Is he alive?
I don't know. It doesn't say.
I thought you were looking it up.
It gives me everything else, but it doesn't say he passed away.
Well, maybe that means he's still with us.
Oh, see, now I'm
Did you guys
getting
see
mixed up.
that Garcia Lopez is coming down?
Yep. What's your reaction?
No, he's like one of those I think he did the Galactic Guardians designs, right? The superpowers, the 86, the 84 run.
He was one of, yeah, he did participate in putting together a lot of that stuff.
He did a style guide for DC for years.
Yeah, he did the DC style guide, but yeah, the style guide was always intended for people that wanted to license the characters. It wasn't really so much for in-house for people working on the comics. It was for like anytime anybody wanted to license any DC characters, they would provide the style guide so that whoever was working on it could make stuff so it'd be uniform. So like this company that was putting out like plates and cups would match the pajamas that would match the lunch boxes or the toothbrushes or whatever. Like it was, they wanted everything to be consistent, across all the licensing.
Yeah. It's the first time here, right?
I think so.
I think so. I'm excited. I actually ordered the style guide. And I'm gonna have him sign it. So I'm good.
Very cool.
I think I got a lot of stuff in that style guide.
Oh, really?
Well, I mean, a lot of the Batman designs and stuff. Yeah, Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman designs.
I think Garcia Lopez is one of the best people to ever draw Batman, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And
When I think of Dead Man.
yeah, Dead Man. Also, he did a great Superman.
He does all the mans.
Better than Jim Lee?
Different style.
Look, I've never been a big Jim Lee fan. I'm sorry.
Wow.
I think his figures are stiff. I don't think his characters move.
Yeah, they are.
They all they all stand in really cool poses.
But that's what the fans want, right?
They always look cool.
All the splash pages, each panel.
But they don't move. Whereas you look at a guy like Garcia Lopez, his figures move.
Yeah, there's some dynamic, fluid motion there.
Moving on time. 34.
Who's the other artist coming? Is it Deadpool guy?
Yeah, what's his name? Riley?
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with his work. I like what I've seen of it, but I emailed the people who do the con to let them know that I'm interested in doing panels again.
Yeah. As you should, because you do a good job.
We'll see. It's always a crapshoot. It's like every year they're like, "Who are you?" They don't know who I am. And then they're like, yeah, we don't know. And then at the last minute, they're like, okay, yeah, can you do these 4 panels? And oh yeah, you're gonna be ready in like 2 hours. No, okay.
Then you
Just
say like, oh,
just go up there and do your best Chris Farley. Hey, you remember when you drew that guy? Yeah, that was cool.
no, I rather see him as the inspirational speaker, Matt Foley.
That was awesome.
Oh, in a van down by the river.
Here's you. Here is me.
It's me.
The sad thing is I do a bit of the Chris Farley show. Unfortunately, it just comes out. Honestly.
I was curious how Mark Wade's went. Didn't you say they were asking like X amount of questions within a certain time?
Yeah, Wade was like, I asked him, I was like, is there anything, that you want to promote specifically? He's like, no. He's like, but you got to do 50 questions in 50 minutes. And I was like,
Wow.
really? He's like, yeah. He's like, that's how I do it. Like, so we'll see how many we can get done. I'm like, okay.
Did you guys
And
do
we
it?
did it. We made it 50 questions in 50 minutes.
That's amazing. So everything had to be like answered in a minute.
I came up with about 30 of my own, and then I put the last 20 because I wanted the audience to have an opportunity.
Right.
And I did the last 20 for the audience.
And that's good. I think that's good. That's good.
And it was fun, and we did it. And I would check too. I was like, how much time we got left? I'm like, okay, next question.
And that's fun too, because like people are they're participating and they're checking the time, and, you feel like a part of it.
I think he was saying like he didn't really want to do Fantastic Four. The only reason he really did it is because Mike Wieringo was the artist, and Mike Wieringo asked him to, and he was good friends with Mike Wieringo.
Yeah.
So he did it because he wanted to work with his friend, but he said he really didn't have any interest in doing Fantastic Four. He said he hated Reed Richards. He thought Reed Richards was one of the most boring characters ever, and his run was fantastic. I put his run as one of the top 3 runs of Fantastic Four.
Really? Wow.
But it's so funny that he wasn't really that excited about doing it.
Ringo is good. I like that guy.
Mike Wieringo was fantastic. I mean, I don't know. He died way too soon. It was very unfortunate.
Yeah. He used to participate in this. There was this bulletin board site I used to go called drawingboard.org, and they would have these monthly, like, this is the month's topics, and people would throw in their stuff, and he would come in and he would talk about other their drawings and stuff once in a while.
Wow. He was so good. I mean, that run on The Flash that he did was incredible. And then his run on Spider-Man, like, he could do anything.
I have a couple of those Spider-Man issues because he did it.
Yeah.
And you know how nobody likes Spider-Man, right? That says something.
He had his creator-owned comic called Telos.
Yeah.
That was really good, too. I don't think I'm going to get this finished inking. Maybe in a couple of days.
8:40.
Yes.
How's work, Ron?
Busy.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's a good sign, isn't it?
I suppose so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be back to work, huh?
Yeah, since March.
Cool. Which series you working on now, or can you say?
I'm they so this is my last week on the Great North.
Oh,
And then I moved to Bob's,
hey, Bob.
which
Same thing though.
no,
Like
it's
backgrounds and stuff.
backgrounds, but they want me to do more concept stuff on Bob's.
Oh,
So it's more, yeah, like what they call pre-designs.
oh.
So before
What?
the board artists get to it and create all the shots and stuff.
So no more boats.
What's funny is that next week the art director on Bob said, like, wow, you're just gonna come off of the Great North, and guess what? This episode they have the Belchers in a boatyard in a
Ah,
dock.
can you just reuse the same footage? It's the same boat. It's fine.
I just gotta go grab
Yeah,
concept stuff I did for the Great North and
yeah. See,
do that. See, just
they
change
won't
it a
know.
bit. So there's that.
Oh, I think I'm done.
I have to share this to Instagram. Blue Sky and Kara. Good grief. It's too much.
But right now I'm trying to finish this macabre tale stuff.
Macabre.
Cup table. Bum, bum, bum.
Yeah, I gotta hurry up and finish mine.
I'm gonna try to finish it before the end of this month, so I have 2 months to change the whole thing if I feel like it. Yeah, I know I titled it The Cat, but I want to change it. I'm going to use a mongoose now.
Oh, yeah?
No, I'm
Is
just
it going to be hard to change the cat's name is Mongoose. That's the kicker. Didn't see that one coming.
Yeah, why did you name the cat?
I once saw a mongoose grab a kitten and run off with it.
Really? Where was this? Here?
Yeah, at Blaisdell Park.
Jeez.
Wow. I was
There's
gonna
like
say like somewhere else, like in Thailand or something.
no
Yeah.
the Blaisdell Park. There's the bike trail that goes through there.
Oh,
When I used to have a bike, I would ride that bike trail, and one day I was riding, and there's these old ladies that come and put out these big bowls of cat food out for the cats, called the
Yeah.
feral cats.
Yeah.
And so all these cats were all gathered around eating from the cat food bowls, and out of nowhere, this mongoose jumps out of the brush and kind of grabbed a kitten and ran off with it. Dang.
Oh. Jeez. I didn't know there was a blood feud between the mongoose and the cats.
I've seen like full size cats and mongoose eating from the food bowls at the same time.
wow.
I don't get it.
But yeah, when I guess they saw like the kitten that was like too easy of a meal.
Yeah. Well, we have a stray cat that we feed. It comes to our backyard. And sometimes we just leave the food out there. And then we see the raccoon over there eating. He's just sitting down, using those creepy hands of his. Grab the bowl and just pick out the food one by one and putting it in his mouth. Like, man,
It's rocket.
just staring at it like, wow, they really have hands.
Their hands are alarmingly
Human-like.
agile. They can really grab a lot of stuff with them.
Yeah.
It's a little scary.
And I think last week I looked outside and a skunk was eating from the cat food bowl. Like, ooh.
Skunk. Le Pew.
Yeah, I didn't want to startle the thing.
Of course.
I always thought it would be nice to have like a skunk that they took out the stink gland from and have it as a pet.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of my sister's boyfriends had one.
One of my friends did that.
Wait, in Hawaii?
No. Where is she? Somewhere in
Nebraska.
somewhere on the West Coast. Yeah, something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, some people do keep them as pets. You gotta just take this
Yeah.
that stink gland out of there.
I think they're related to like badgers.
Oh,
Badgers?
I think skunks are related to like badgers.
oh, they have that striping, right? That black and then white.
Aren't badgers like vicious?
Well, honey badgers don't give a shit.
Yeah, there you go.
I've never seen a badger in the wild.
When we were in England, we saw some badgers running around. First, we thought they were skunks. And we're like, oh, they told us. The locals told us those are badgers.
A skunk
I've
with
never-
badger.
I've never been to England, but I have a friend who lives in Wales, and she was telling me that they get hit by cars all the time. There's always dead badgers at the side of the road.
Oh,
Pinocchio
what?
lives in Wales.
Well, maybe Jonah.
Now we're going back to Book of Eli, aren't we?
That's for you Bible readers out there. Reference.
The more you know.
Because Jonah built that ark.
Did
To save the whales.
And-
Yeah.
Yeah,
the brother,
Jonah-
the Jonah,
So that was
Jonah
that was his name, Jonah Ark.
Yeah.
Jonah Ark.
Built the ark. That's right.
His descendant was the news news editor, Jonah Jameson.
And then she invented penicillin.
Yeah.
And
What does the first
British
J
left
stand
him
for?
alone. What? J. Jonah?
Yeah. What does the first J stand for?
James, right?
I'll look it up.
I thought you would know this offhand.
I'm gonna say Jehovah. That's me.
It's gonna be Jonah.
J. Jonah Jameson. So it's Jonah Jameson.
I don't know. It's like Rocket J Squirrel and Boinko J Moose.
I think it's a nickname. So I think it's
John Jonah Jameson.
Well, there you go.
Well, that's because his son was John Jr. But actually, J. Jonah Jameson is a junior also.
A lot of
His son is the rhino, right?
His son is what?
The rhino.
His son was, remember the man wolf?
Oh, I thought it was the rhino.
No, the rhino was not J. Jonah Jameson's son.
Oh.
I thought his son was the astronaut who brought back the symbiote.
I think in the movie they did that.
Mm-hmm.
In the old cartoons, John Jameson was an astronaut. He gets exposed to some space spores, and he starts calling himself Colonel Jupiter.
Okay.
And then the space spores get neutralized, and he gets turned back to normal.
Oh.
And then later, when he's on a moon mission, he finds this mystical stone on the moon, and he wears it as a pendant, and then it grafted itself to his throat. And at night he would turn into the man wolf.
I see.
Ooh. And then later on, he evolved to the man bat.
No, that's somebody else.
I think that should be your
that's
persona.
different comic. Different.
That should be your alter ego. Colonel Jupiter.
Turn.
All right, we do last looks here, guys. Ready?
Okay.
We'll talk about what you're promoting. So here's my Furiosa and a quick Thunderdome, but
That's good.
check that out. Yeah.
Nice.
Neither of them look like the actresses. It
Fine.
is what it is.
Good rendering.
Look good.
Drew.
Okay.
It's the new Drew.
Well, you're all people.
Yeah. Very movie poster-ish.
Yeah, that's what I was going for.
Yeah. Nice.
All right, Scott, coming to you.
Like it.
Cinematic, they call it.
Yeah, they're so fast now. Very cool. Hokkaido.
Look at that.
It's from the special.
It's leather.
Nice. I like how you rendered the leather.
The fun.
It's good.
John, the last one.
Is that?
Are you showing anything, or you're not doing?
No, I don't have
Mad Max?
anything. No.
So that's it. Just the 3 drawings tonight.
Yeah.
Well, 4.
That's good. Oh,
Um,
there's Drew's head already.
This Saturday, obviously, is Kauai Comic Con, 3rd one.
Yeah, the Koi Comic
Me,
Con.
John, Drew.
Yeah,
We're doing the art improv as well.
John
I gotta
setting
get
it
you
up.
guys the props. I tried to kind of like cater it to the guests. So
Next week is
Superman.
Superman Day.
Yeah.
So this
I'm gonna miss that one.
Superman Day, and then 80s cartoons. You got to be here for 80s cartoons, though, right, John?
I'll be there for that. Yeah. And then
Why are you
Greg.
missing the Superman one?
Yeah.
I will be in Orlando.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. I questioned that myself. No. We're going to go
anything
to a
else coming up?
Pokemon. We're going to a Pokemon thing out there.
Of course.
Card
They
party.
get the Pokemon thing coming down here in the summer.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's the international trading card tournament.
Tomorrow
in
night,
August.
Drew will be on Sketch Up with Mog and Mel on the
Yeah, check it out.
Ancient
And
alien.
Connie's going to be on that too, right?
Yep, me and Connie,
Nice. Represent.
and a bunch of other people.
Buncha.
Okay.
It's going to be good.
All right. Anything else? Ron, you got anything?
No, just macabre tales. Just
Tails.
Drew's got them in that too, right?
Yep.
I know
I
Canilla
see
and-
Napua's getting applications for the next one already.
Yeah.
It's coming in spring.
It's already filled.
Oh, really? Cool.
Yep.
Look at that. Bring
Fill
them
it.
all in.
Just filled it quick.
more macabre tales.
Yeah.
From the crypt.
Give my cocktails too.
Let's all say aloha.
Aloha.
There's Drew's head.
Drew's
Nice.
head. We got Drew's head. Where's Drew's head? Drew's head again?
Yeah, it was in there. There you go.
Ah!
Yeah.
And we lost Jason, but I'm sure Jason says aloha too.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Same bad time, same bad channel.
Yeah.
Alrighty.